going on, everybody? Hope you're all having a fantastic day today. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the other day we finally saw some more news about when we will be getting some information about Black Ops 7. And on top of that, I saw some more information from the Ghost of Hope. For anybody who doesn't know who that is, he's a very reliable leaker that pretty much leaks everything revolving around Call of Duty. That, some information that didn't really sound like the best of news to me personally. Of course, we're going to discuss the good, the bad, maybe even have a open discussion down in the comment section, and hopefully we can kind of come to a conclusion on what is going to be happening here with the brand new Call of Duty game. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, before we go and dive deep, if you guys are interested in more content like this, don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. I post here daily at 8 morning Eastern Time. Everything between COD, Battlefield, Splitgate 2, Arc Raiders, you best believe you'll hear about it all here. So of course, subscribe and hit that bell. And last but not least, I do stream Monday through Saturday over on Twitch. So of course, if you guys are interested and you want to hang out with me, by all means, you can find a link to that channel down in the description of this video. Now, ladies and gentlemen, to go ahead and begin, I saw a tweet by Jeff over on Twitter saying, Call of Duty Black Ops 7 worldwide reveal at Opening Night Live kicks off Gamescom in a massive way. Tuesday, August 19th, streaming live everywhere at 2 p.m. ET, 11 a.m. PT, and 8 p.m. CEST. Now, I gotta be honest with you guys, I am surprised about the community reaction, and it kind of makes me happy and pleased. As you guys know, I don't care if you enjoy any of the more modern day Call of Duty games. If you like COD, you like COD. COD's one of my favorite franchises, and it kills me personally to see the path that's going down, but I'm not here to crap on anybody's enjoyment. But I always tell people to be cautious about what is about to happen and how this game is handled. Because at the end of the day, the majority of the bad things that happen within Call of Duty are due to the publishers, not even the developers. And the publisher, Activision, has been screwing this franchise year after year after year with the same crappy servers, the same horrible anti-cheat, and the same extraordinarily thick skill-based matchmaking. So, although some things might change, at the end of the day, I hope people take a step back, wait, and see how gameplay comes through. Like with the new Battlefield, for example. We have no trailers. We don't even know the name of the new Battlefield game. Everybody's just kind of, just assuming it's Battlefield 6, and that's what everybody calls it at this point. But we see gameplay. Battlefield has clickbaited us again and again and again to the point where the community cannot be finessed by anything other than gameplay, and that's exactly what we've been getting. Non-stop gameplay showcasing everything about Battlefield, and that makes people feel a bit more optimistic, including myself, about the future because we know what the game looks like. Right now, we don't. And Call of Duty has one of the best marketing teams known to mankind. So, it always worries me that people are going to jump the gun, but this time around, almost under every single post that I see, whether it's Charlie Intel, Modern Warzone, anybody who is discussing that, we are obviously going to be seeing Black Ops 7 information on August 19th. Everybody in the comment section is saying the same exact thing. And, there's a few outliers out there who are, fake hyping it up at the moment. But a lot of people are saying, oh, great, another of the same exact game. Or, oh, look, new game, different coat of paint. So you guys know the usual routine of everybody's complaints about Call of Duty releasing on a year-to-year-to-year basis, cycle. And it's kind of refreshing to see everybody kind of stand their ground right now. Not many people are overhyping it. A lot of people are being realistic. And I think that this is a good sign because people are going to be patient when it comes to how this Call of Duty is presented to the overall masses. Now, will that go ahead and change their numbers, when they go ahead and launch Black Ops 7? No. The internet means nothing when it comes to COD. COD is so big that everything that we say online is irrelevant. They're still going to pop off regardless. But it does bring me some comfort and happiness to see that, the online social media portion of Call of Duty is indeed, standing their ground a little bit here, and they want to be respected and given a product that is worth their time and the effort that they want to go ahead and put into it. But ladies and gentlemen, as I stated before, the Ghost of Hope actually gave some information over on Twitter, and let me tell you guys something. I am very, very, very happy to see the community is being very cautious about Black Ops 7 because things are looking a little iffy in a lot of different departments. Well, first and foremost, let's go over what the Ghost of Hope actually said. He quote tweeted Jeff here saying, bro, COD Next about to be in November, because obviously, if we're just finally getting the worldwide reveal around August, it's probably going to be a bit of time until we actually get to, really dive deep into see what's going on with the next Call of Duty game. So that's why we went ahead and said this. But under this post, there was a response by Reese saying, am I the only one that just has bad vibes about this? The last COD with an August reveal was Cold War, wasn't it? And we all know how that went. And the Ghost of Hope responded saying, Model for 3, but they weren't scared to show that game off, LMAO. And Reese responded saying, in that case, it should be okay then, just hoping it has the same content support. And the Ghost of Hope just hits him with a nice fat LOL. Again, the Ghost of Hope has a lot of information, and the sources that he has are very, very reliable. So if the Ghost of Hope is laughing at the fact that, people think that BO7 might even come close to having the same content support as Modern Warfare 3, to me personally, that is not looking good. And I'll be real with you guys, Black Ops 7 as a whole, who knows? It could completely shock me. It could completely shock the whole community, and it might turn out to be something phenomenal. But let's be honest, everything has just been an absolute disaster. From Treyarch having to go ahead and scrap their BR map and now introduce it as the open world campaign and just, shove together a random campaign. I suppose that will work on this open world map. It might turn out good, it might turn out bad, but just like with Modern Warfare 3, I don't think they should be throwing darts at a board to hit when it comes to open world. I feel like they should actually really sit down and develop a campaign around that, instead of just saying, okay, we had to scrap our BR map, let's just, throw together an open world campaign. I don't think that's the best idea to handle things. On top of this, Treyarch has already put together Black Ops 6, so they spent, quote-unquote, 4 years, according to Activision, on working on Black Ops 6, when in reality, they weren't. They had to work on both Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7, so that already puts a huge strain on the game as well. And on top of this, apparently, according to rumors, Sledgehammer Games is going to be putting together the multiplayer experience. So Treyarch is so stressed out right now. They have so much on their plate from Activision that they have to bring in Sledgehammer Games. Sledgehammer Games can't even take a break. I've been begging for them to take a break so they can actually hyper-prioritize their own game, but here they are again. They have to swoop on in, help out with the multiplayer experience, because Activision, as always, is pushing too much crap out there. All of these things together are making Black Ops 7 sound like it might have a very rough start. And then now we hear this from the Ghost of Hope, which was honestly the one main thing that I was really clinging on to. I was really clinging on to the fact that this game might turn out like Modern Warfare 3 in terms of content. Something to grind for every week. Always things flying on into the game. All of the above. But if that is not true, then what is this next game going to be? Is it really just going to be an exact copy and paste of Black Ops 6 with barely anything different besides changing the time period and reskinning some of the kill streaks? Is that really what this is going to come down to? Because if so, that is going to put this game in a very rough spot. I'm hoping this isn't the case, ladies and gentlemen. I want Black Ops 7 to turn out to be like Modern Warfare 3. If that's the case, people are going to be eating. They really genuinely will be eating. Of course, skill-based matchmaking will still be in their faces, and it's still going to be annoying the crap out of everyone. But if they can give those same vibes that Sledgehammer put forward with, as I stated, Modern Warfare 3, then things might go decently for some time. But I can't tell. Every single bit of news that drops for Black Ops 7 does not sound good at all. And the community's reaction is worse than ever. I'm so used to seeing people overly turn up about every single COD game that releases. And here we are. And this is the most negativity I've seen, where people are just not excited. They are all convinced that it's just another Call of Duty game. And I can't blame them for being convinced like that, because that is what Activision has been doing. Keeping Call of Duty on a yearly cycle has turned this franchise into exactly that. Just another reskin of the game. That feeling that we used to have back in the day, where you would see major improvements from like COD 4 and World at War up to Black Ops 1 and Modern Warfare 2, and then so on and so forth over to BO2 and Modern Warfare 3. Each game innovated in such a massive way, and now you don't really get that, but it's because they don't have the time to create. They don't have the time to put anything new together that would work with the Call of Duty formula. And when they do try to do something new, they have to rush it. They can't actually think it through. Hence, no red dots on the minimap. That was, Infinity Ward's biggest innovation to the Call of Duty franchise. Let's remove red dots from the minimap. Something that's been so crucial for Call of Duty history. Let's just strip it from the game. I don't know. I think they need time to put this stuff together. And even if they have time to put it together, Activision has to greenlight a better live service model, because if they don't, I just feel like it's not going to keep people's attention. You already see, even like the most active Call of Duty players this time around have basically given up on Black Ops 6. They don't even want to play it, and I can't blame them, because it's barely anything to keep them active. But ladies and gentlemen, as always, go down in the comment section and let me know what you guys think about all this information. Are you excited for them to go ahead and reveal Black Ops 7? Do you think Black Ops 7 will even be a decent game, or do you kind of agree it might be a little rough here? And honestly, after hearing what the Ghost of Hope has said, do you think that not having a similar content path compared to Modern Warfare 3 would it be devastating for Black Ops 7? Or do you think it's not a big deal at all? But ladies and gentlemen, as always, if you enjoyed today's video, leave a like. If you hate it, leave a dislike. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell. I post your daily at 8 in the morning Eastern Time. And of course, if you guys are interested in my live streams, I stream Monday through Saturday over on Twitch, starting between 12 to 1 p.m. Eastern Time. Of course, if you guys are interested, I got to link that channel down in the description of this video. But as always, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.